Hi there, welcome to the channel or welcome back. My name is Angela. I'm a home gardener growing in my Zone 6 Southwestern Ohio garden here in the US. And today I'm going to share with you guys all the pepper varieties I plan to grow this year. If that sounds interesting, stick around. And before we jump in, just a little bit of a background. It won't take too long. If you've seen my recent videos, then you may know that I'm not doing a big veggie garden this year. There's a few reasons for that. I've talked about that a few times, so I won't get too much into that. But all this to say that I had to narrow it down to 12 pepper varieties to grow this year. If you know me from years past here on the channel, I love growing peppers. Love it, love it. It's one of my favorite things to grow, or they are one of my favorite things to grow. I currently have, I've got some notes right here, 44 varieties of pepper seeds in my seed collection, or my seed stash, as I like to call it. Those are seeds that I've bought, seeds that I've saved, seeds that other people have given to me. It's a lot of varieties, and to narrow it down to just 12 was really hard to do, but I did it. Almost. When I was searching through my seed cases to pick out the ones that I decided to grow, I came across 3 that I just had to throw in the mix. So it turns out I'm going to be growing 15 varieties this year. And the 2 biggest criteria that factored in when I was picking out the seeds I'm growing this year, one, that my seed packets are getting pretty old and I want to get them used up before they have no viability left. And the other criteria was that I just plain love these particular peppers and can't be without them in my garden. Let's get into the pepper seeds. And the first one is called Ancho peppers. I got these from Annie's Heirloom Seeds, and this was packed for 2021. So they're getting kind of oldish. They're still going to be viable for sure. But why I'm growing these is because I love to eat these peppers roasted. They're really, really good roasted. Have you guys grown these before? Let me know what your thoughts are on these. The description is a large, mild, hot pepper that is excellent for stuffing or as a good base for a mild salsa. And that is true. However, they do taste so good just roasted up in a little bit of olive oil. The second one, the second and third kind of go hand in hand. I got both of these from Johnny's Seeds, and these were packed for, where's the date? I cannot find the date. I'm sure I'm just missing it because usually the dates are always on these. They're probably no older than 21 or 22, but these kind of go hand in hand. I'm thinking, and I might be wrong on this. Oh, and by the way, the names of these are Aura, A-U-R-A. I'll list all these peppers below. And Glow, like a glowworm. These are both F1 hybrids, and I believe that these were developed by someone at Johnny's, specifically for Johnny's Seeds, although you might be able to get them elsewhere now. They're very similar. They're sweet. They're kind of bell types, but they're more elongated, but they're very sweet. You can just eat these like right off the plant. I've been known to pick one and just eat it right there in the garden. They're so, so sweet. I'm trying to see if there's a description on here. It just says hybrid sweet peppers, but these are so good. And I definitely, if I remember right, these seeds were not the most inexpensive either. So I definitely want to use these seeds up while I have them. So again, those are Aura and Glow. The next one is Cayenne peppers. These I saved in 2019. I originally had gotten them from Pine Tree Garden Seeds. I've got them in this little Ziploc here with a paper towel. Got a bunch of seeds, and they're just your standard cayenne peppers, nothing fancy. The reason I'm growing these is because who can't be without cayenne peppers? I use these for hot sauce, for drying them out and making crushed red pepper flakes. So, and also because they're from 2019. So I want to get those used up. And I will, of course, if these plants are successful and I get fruits off of them, save seeds so that I have new seeds of all these things. The next 2 also kind of go hand in hand. They're different but similar. I've got these are both pretty hot peppers. The first one is Dragon's Toe, also from Pine Tree. And the next one is Ghost. I got these originally from Botanical Interest in 2021. I saved these seeds particularly in 2022. And the Dragon's Toe are 2021, if I didn't say that. These are strictly for hot sauce. These are both very, very hot peppers. I'm sure we all know ghost peppers are really hot. And I cannot remember the Scoville units on the Dragon's Toe. I'll find it and put it up here on the screen. But it's pretty hot. It's not something you're going to add to your salad. At least most of us probably would not. So these are dedicated to hot sauce, definitely. Next, we have fish peppers. I saved these last year. These are nifty little seed saving packets. Hold that up a little closer. I'll link these below in case you're interested. I'm pretty sure I just got these on Amazon. I went to a local greenhouse last year for the first time upon recommendation from a coworker, and it's called Funky's. I'll link them below. They're local to the Cincinnati area, but if you're in the region, any within an hour's driving distance, I would say, and you're an avid gardener, it's worth visiting Funky's. They have all kinds of pepper plants. When you go to, say, a big box store or some other nursery, maybe they'll have 5, 10, or even 15 variety of pepper plants. Funky's had as many seedlings as you can find in the seed catalogs, but they've already done the work for you, started the seeds, and you can buy the little seedlings. They're already started. And I mean, the varieties it's like looking through a seed catalog. I was blown away when I went to visit their greenhouses, and I could understand why my coworker was raving about them. Yeah, so these are fish peppers, and like I said, I bought that plant last year. I saved seeds from a couple of the fruits, and I just want to try growing my own from seed. I'm sure, it won't be any more difficult than starting any other pepper from seed. Next, we have Habanada, and this is from Hudson Valley Seed Company. And this is in a seed packet that has a picture on it, so I'll kind of hold that up for you there. And this says it's an amazing heatless habanero pepper bred for snacking. Small fruits are at their peak flavor when they ripen to a light orange color. The flavor is sweet, fruity, and floral. I've grown these at least one other year. This packet was from 2021, but I think that I didn't really tend to the plants very well, or it was in a year when I had grown so much stuff that I was just overwhelmed and couldn't give things a lot of attention. That's another reason I'm kind of downsizing my garden this year, just so that I can have fewer plants to tend to. I can focus on them and really help them to flourish. So while I have grown these, I wouldn't say I've grown them successfully. So the tagline is all the flavor, none of the heat. Again, these are Habanada peppers. Next we have, this is a special one for me. This is Chi Minh pepper, and this also is from Hudson Valley Seed Company, but it's just kind of a plain packet there. Got this packet, when was this packed for? 2021, and that's the first year I grew these. So we were still, when I started these seeds, of course it was February of 2021, I'm pretty sure it would have been, and still in the thick of the pandemic. And I really ramped up my garden that year. And these peppers delighted me so much. Again, they're called Ho Chi Minh. They're a Cayenne type. They look just like a Cayenne, except they're bright yellow. The heat level is like that of a Cayenne. So I'm pretty sure they're kind of maybe a variety of a cayenne pepper. They delighted me. The plant was plentiful. There were so many peppers on the one plant, and they were bright yellow, and it was just so lovely and charming. I didn't know at that time that cayenne peppers could come in yellow, purple, orange, all the other colors, and my mind was kind of blown when these peppers started sprouting on the plants, and it tickled me to no end, and the delight just kind of helped me cope with being quarantined, all the things that we were still dealing with in the winter, like right after the first true winter of the pandemic, when things were still kind of bad. These will always, always have a place in my garden. I have saved seeds from these, and I have some seed packets of the saved seeds, but this is the oldest set of seeds, so I want to grow these first. Next we have King Crimson Sweet Pepper. This one's from High Mowing. I've ordered a lot of seeds from High Mowing over the years. I love them. These were packed for 2020, so they're getting kind of up there, which out of all the bell pepper seeds I have, these are the oldest, so I want to go ahead and get these growing up. And as the name would suggest, King Crimson, you let them ripen until they're red, and they're really good. They're sweet. It says it's a High Mowing bread exclusive, sure to create a cult following like the band it's named after. Early peppers are medium-sized and blocky with 4 lobes and thick walls. And I would say that that's true. That is what my experience has been with these. So an all-around good bell pepper. And then the last one on the list of peppers that I plan, like the number 12 of the original 12, are Lively Italian Sweet Yellow Pepper. I've grown these for a long time now. This packet, what does it say? I'm not seeing a date. I must just be, 2020. So I've grown these since then, and maybe even before then, although this might be my first packet of these, I can't remember. But I've grown them every year since then, and I have saved seeds from these, but the original seed packet, which still has some in there, is the oldest set of seeds. So I want to go ahead and plant these first. And I don't even think that I'll use all of the seeds that are in here, because I'll only do 1 or 2 plants from, from the packet, since I'm downsizing. But we'll see how that goes. One thing about these are prolific, kind of like the Ho Chi Minh. They're very prolific, and they're large. The fruits, the peppers, probably, I would say, anywhere from 6 to 10 inches long. These peppers are big. They're elongated. They're sweet. It's a no-fail plant for me. It's a no-fail pepper. So where sometimes I historically have had trouble growing the standard bell peppers, it seems they take a long time to come to fruition, like to develop and get to where they're supposed to be. These types of these elongated sweet peppers often do much better for me. So I think I'm phasing out my standard bell pepper growing in favor of the ones like the Lively Italian, the Glow, the Aura, the sweet peppers that aren't like bell-shaped. I don't know why that should matter, but I've just had better luck with those. The bell peppers are always late bloomers for me, and then I don't get as many fruits on the plant. I'm not sure if that's typical or if that's just been my experience, but be that as it may, it's kind of going to be my approach going forward. The 3 peppers that are the bonus ones that I am going to find a place to squeeze in, because a couple of reasons. One, sweet banana. I have to have banana peppers. My husband loves pickled banana peppers. And anytime when I've done my own pickling of the banana peppers, he raves about it, says it's better than the store-bought ones. So that's motivation enough for me to want to grow these. So I'm going to do sweet banana. This is from Botanical Interest. Hold that up there for you. They're just standard banana peppers. Next we have Carolina Reaper. These are from Baker Creek. And surprisingly, while Baker Creek is my overall favorite place to buy vegetable seeds, this, I think, is the only Baker Creek packet that I'm growing this year. That wasn't intentional, and it's kind of interesting that it worked out that way. So these are Carolina Reapers, the ultra hot peppers that we probably all heard about. This was packed for 2023, and I think I tried to grow these last year, but they failed, and it wasn't the seed's fault or the plant's fault. Last year was a bad year in the garden all around here in our area. We had the worst drought we've had in decades. That's one source. That's what I've read. So I did the best I could and had some successes, but a lot of fails too. So I'm going to give these another go. just to say that I did it. And the only thing that these are going to be good for me will be hot sauce for sure. Next we have a packet from M.I. Gardener. These are bell peppers. They're called Sunbright. And at the full ripeness, they're yellow. Let's see what it says. A delicious variety that is ideal for the home gardener. 5-inch long sweet peppers are a bright yellow color that will add a ray of sunshine to any salad or veggie tray. Perfect for stuffing, this variety will soak up any flavor you fill it with while adding its own crispness to the mix. 4 globed and heavy yielding. So these just look like standard shape bell peppers. Again, it's called Sunbright, and from M.I. Gardener. And this was packed for 2023. And I think this is another one that I attempted to grow last year, didn't have success with. So I'm eager to kind of give it another fair shake, because I'm sure the seeds are fine and would grow into a great plant if it had everything it needed. So with a smaller garden, I'll be able to kind of handhold all these plants, the fewer plants, a little bit better. So those are all the pepper varieties I'm growing this year. I'd love for you to tell me which peppers are your favorites. What are you growing this year? I thank you so much for hanging out with me today, not in the garden, but here in the dining room. And I hope you'll tune back in next time when I'm going to share the tomato varieties that I'm growing. Till next time, take care.